In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a threading toolpath to cut threads on one side of this part. Select the thread icon. The toolpath dialog box will automatically appear. Select the OD ThreadWrite Large tool from the list and input the comment as shown. Now choose the Thread Shape Parameters tab and click on the Select from Table button. This will allow us to choose the thread parameters we want to cut and allows Mastercam to calculate the necessary values used to cut the thread. Select the thread form unifiedunc.unf and choose the basic major diameter of 1/2 inch with a lead of 13. Select the OK button. From here, select the End Position button and pick the midpoint as shown. Now you should see an end position value of -0.596. Now select the Start Position button and pick the line as shown. Now you should see a start position of 0. Now I will take a moment to explain some of the key parameters found on this page. Lead sets the distance a nut would travel if turned once on a bolt for a given thread. Included angle is the angle between sides of a thread measured in an axial plane. Thread angle refers to the angle between one side of the thread and a line perpendicular to the thread axis. Major diameter sets the thread's largest diameter, while minor diameter sets the thread's smallest diameter. Start position determines where on the z-axis the thread will start. End position is where the threads will stop. Now, select the Thread Cut Parameters tab and ensure that the NC code format is set to canned. Enable number of cuts and input a value of 5. I will now explain in further detail what each button does. NC code determines the output of code displayed in your NC file. Determine cut depth determines how the material will be removed. For the Determine Number of Cut section, if you choose the amount of the first cut, Mastercam automatically calculates the number based on the amount of the last cut, the thread shape, and the depth of the thread. Stock clearance sets how far above the top of the stock the tool retracts between passes. Overcut sets how far past the end of the thread the tool moves before retracting. Anticipated pull-off sets the distance from the end of the thread that the tool begins to pull away from the thread. Acceleration clearance sets the necessary distance in the Z direction for the tool to accelerate to full speed before it starts cutting the thread. Now select the OK button to generate the toolpath. Now, select all operations and verify the toolpaths. Your part will appear as shown. Finally, select the Exit button to leave Verify. In the next video, I will cover the parameters used to create a center drill and drilling toolpath.